everybody, we're back to TNT Card and Hobby. This is Save the Game Store. And today we have something special. We have an interview with an independent indie artist making his own card game. His name is Deku, and he's going to bring to us SpellBound. I will let you take it over from here. What do you got to say about your game?
Alright, well, SpellBound, we've been working on it since, my friend and I, Donovan, we've been working on it since 2019. We recently released Set 2, and Set 3 is being worked on. I have my girlfriend as an artist over there. She'll come by later to talk about her stuff. But we have 2 sets of cards, going about over 300 of them. We have a few combos, and we have, just like Magic, there are 5 main types, and then we have an extra 5 subtypes for more deck building possibilities. The whole lore of the game is we're based off 5 wizards, and each of these wizards, there's a wizard of death, life, ancient, space, and dream. And each of these guys made these huge spell books full of spells, and then right before they were about to fight with all of them, they all died. And
How'd they die? They
all died due to the Big Bang. The Big Bang started and killed all of them, and it scattered their spells, the pages of their spell books, all across the universe.
So they existed before Universe was born?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like this. This is interesting.
And then researchers on Earth have been finding pages of the spell books, and that's each set. Each set is them finding new pages and add more spells to the...
Do they like take it to Stern and be like, we're gonna figure this out, and just like dive just right to the way? Let's just see what this does. It says it'll destroy the whole world. Let's just try to do it. See if it does work.
Yeah, let's catch this universe-destroying spell. Just see what.
I just want to know if it's gonna work or not.
I just want to test it.
I just want to test it. That's all. Can we go to a different universe? Because I don't know if I want to test it in ours.
Yeah.
It's a Space Drifters and Magnet Field combo.
Yeah, magnetic field combo. 2 things in the Set 2 space set. They are cards that I designed far apart from each other. We design most of our cards in order. Like we'll do a death card, then we'll do a life card, then an ancient, a space, and a dream, and we'll just keep doing that order over and over and over again. And that will lead to things that I was not prepared for. They are now fixed in the most recent category, but the old ones didn't work super well together. These 2 cards right here. Space Drifter, whenever he's cast, you split the number 100 between his attack and defense, as long as his defense is at least 10. And Magnetic Field is an enchantment that infects the battlefield that says creatures can't be killed in 1 hit. If it's going to kill them, it brings them down to 10 health. Originally, that's what it did. So if you set Space Drifter's health to 10 health and had Magnetic Field, he would never die, making you almost impossible to kill. So that was really toxic and annoying to deal with.
So you guys taking that out of there, you've already kind of ended it. Like anything that's a problem, we're going to actually work on fixing that in our sets going forward.
Yeah, as we notice things, I make note of them, and then we fix them when the next set comes out. We'll update the cards and make them not disgustingly broken.
So you do like an errata of the card itself, so you can still use the cards? Is that the plan?
Yeah, it's still being used. We just change exactly how they work, meanings of the cards, to make sure that they don't do the things that make it impossible to win.
Did you ever think about doing ban lists that are specific for card combos that can't exist in the same deck?
Yeah, we thought about doing that too, and we definitely will as we get more cards and more unpredictable things come up, and if the game gets more popular, obviously we would as well, just to really let people know, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, we're trying to make it balanced as far as we can and make it fun, right?
Yeah,
because we don't want it to devolve into like a one, I got to go first, I flipped a coin.
Yeah, I'm the only one making what the cards do right now, so balancing them by myself is hard considering there's like 300 here.
Yeah, no, it's great to have a lot of other people like break it for you. Be like, oh, wow, I didn't think that existed. No, that's awful. Yeah, I guess it's the way I wrote it.
One of my artists, Trouble, she comes here all the time.
Yeah.
Aurora, she's the one that discovered that combo when we were playing together.
And she's like, I could never die!
Yeah, it was really annoying. She won because we couldn't do anything. Because in our game, in order for you to hit the player, or what is now the bounder, which I'll talk about, you have to make sure they have no creatures on the battlefield. And if that creature can't die, you can never hit the person, so you'll never win.
Oh.
It was really toxic. Next, we got a combo here. We talk about a combo. It's in the Ancient set. We want to make Ancient specifically focus around combos.
Okay.
Since Ancient used to be just more of a balanced deck, it just was really easy to get used to, but it didn't have anything fun around it. So we want to build it off combos, and one of the newest combos that was released in set 2 was the Bar Boys and where is the other one? Platinum Father combo. When played at the same time, Bar Boys becomes a 60-30 instead of a 30-20 like it normally is. And when Platinum Father dies, if the Bar Boys are still on the battlefield, you can destroy any target creature that you want. So it's like a double combo. They work off of each other in both ways. And that's always nice to see. Another combo from the...
So you keep on saying that it's based on like 30, so that means your system's based on 10?
Yeah, our system is based on numbers of 10.
Okay.
I just think it looks more satisfying to see a bigger number. I didn't want to go as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! And say like 5,000.
Power level is over 5,000! Here's yellow, Vegeta.
Another
I know they're completely different, but that's every time I hear 5,000, I can't help it.
Yeah. Another combo we got going here was the Peer Model and Forest Watcher combo, where Forest Watcher says if Peer Model is on the battlefield, which is this card here, you may sacrifice it and attach it to Forest Watcher. If you do, Forest Watcher gains a +30 damage modifier. So by sacrificing Peer Model and attaching it to Forest Watcher, he gets 30 more damage built onto him, making him a little better. We're trying to come up with a lot more of these, because that's what we want the whole archetype of Ancient to be, is these...
Kind of like meld cards. That was almost like a meld.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit stronger if you have more than one card, and it becomes one creature then too. Right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So it just kind of gets itself bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So we tried something new in set 2, and that was making... So we have an aura card, and an aura card is a card that affects the entire battlefield, but the catch is there can only be one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So if you cast an aura card, and somebody else casts an aura card, it replaces yours.
Okay.
So the aura card that we came up with was a card called Labyrinth, right here. And what we made it do, specifically for Ancient, is when Labyrinth is on the battlefield, with an Ancient Bounder can cast 5. First of all, you can cast an extra 5th creature. In our game, you can only have 4 on the battlefield. With Labyrinth, it allows people with an Ancient Bounder, who is a Bounder of Ancient, can cast now 5 creatures. And at the same time, with this on the battlefield, you can cast the specific Labyrinth cards, which are these 5, or 6, I guess. And the thing with these Labyrinth cards is they're all really strong and they're really cheap, but that you have to have Labyrinth as the aura to be able to use them.
So I guess I got one question. If this card leaves play, do you have to choose a 5th creature to sacrifice if you had 5?
You would, yes.
Okay.
You have to take that off. Because then you're back down
to 4.
And you just choose whichever one you'd want to take off.
He just got lost in the labyrinth, I guess.
Yeah, that's the name of the base deck, Lost in the Labyrinth.
That's pretty funny. I haven't seen these cards. I just say funny things that have to be true. It's bad.
While we're on the topic, since I talked about Bounders, Bounders are these guys. These are just the 3 Ancient ones that we have. They're the big legendary creatures, and I'm not super familiar with Magic. I'm just getting back into it, but they kind of act as commanders do in Magic, where when you start the game, you have this. So it used to be you'd have a player. You played as yourself, and you had health. We decided that we wanted to change that and instead make these big legendaries act as the player.
Okay.
So now these big legendary cards will act as your player, and they have the 500 health. They can't attack, but they do have special abilities that you can use.
So they're a lot like in Magic, what Planeswalker would be.
Yeah, they're kind of like a Planeswalker,
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of those, and that will determine, what you can do, like how it specifies in Labyrinth. If you have an Ancient Bounder, you can now cast 5.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, what we got next?
So how many different of these Bounders do you have now? Like, you have the 5 Ancients. How many characters can you choose from as a player to be?
You can choose... The idea is you can only have 1 Bounder at a time.
Yep.
1 Bounder per deck. So we have Death, Ancient, Space, Death, Life, Ancient, Space, and Dream cards. Those are the 5 main types, and those are the only ones that can have Bounders.
Okay.
So you can choose whatever one of those Bounders that you want.
But how many specifically are there in your game right now?
Right now there is, so that's 3 times 5, there's 15 right now, 3 for
so
each
there's
type.
15 that you can choose from. And when you do choose your Bounder, does that tie you into a card type?
Yes. So our 5 main types, Death, Life, Ancient, Space, and Dream, I made it so that you can't combine them. Like in Magic you could play Island and Mountain at the same time. You can't play Life and Death at the same time. And that I realized that was how it was in set 1, and I realized that led to a lot of complications in deck building, and it made it very boring. So in set 2, we added the subtypes, which are Fear, Ocean, Modern, Tech, and Nightmare. And those are used as universal cards. You can mix those in however you want.
Oh, okay.
And these subtypes...
So they become like artifacts, but specifically for whatever type they are.
Yeah. So like for example, these are some Ocean cards right here. Ocean cards specifically boost life. They can be used all around the board, but they boost life more. They work super well with life.
Okay.
And originally, so it was something like Precipitation here. You can see it permanently gives a creature a damage modifier, and depending on its type, it'd give it a specific type. And you can see it boosts life more than any of the other ones. But not all cards did something exactly similar to that. And we revamped the game a lot, and I wanted to make it more clear that they were specifically towards the type that they work with. So I made them cast for specifically life things. But they can also work with other things, like this one, Drowned, casts for life and death. And life and ancient. There's a lot of stuff like that to keep the game interesting and add some more deck building ideas. We just wanted to make the game more easy to be creative with. Let's look at some other stuff. Yeah, we read a combo in the space deck. I'm just kind of talking stuff right now.
Yeah. Well, we're going down the talking points, right?
Yeah. Alright, so this one was based off of a creature named Red Alien and another creature called Hovering Jaw. So, if I can find him, here he is, Hovering Jaw. So, the fun thing about this one is the combo was created in set 2, but Hovering Jaw was made in set 1 and Red Alien was made in set 2. And when I drew Red Alien, I realized that he didn't have a bottom jaw, and I realized that my friend Donovan in set 1 drew a bottom jaw, so I thought it'd be fun to make them a combo in set 2. If you cast both of them at the same time, Red Alien gets a permanent 30 damage modifier on top of itself. So I thought that was kind of fun to add onto there, even though they weren't from the same set.
Yeah.
Something interesting to add on top. What else we got here?
Joke cards. What is that?
Alright, so every set we make one joke card.
Oh, okay.
And that stems from set 1, which in set 1 we made, that's still in space. I don't know why I put space back, he's in space. My friend drew a character named Blue Alien. And Blue Alien, if I can find him, here he is. So now he has a curse. Curses are kind of things like menace, haste, trample for magic.
Okay.
Just words that mean things, just kind of shorten up the length of descriptions in cards. So what slow does, he does slow, and this creature can only attack every other turn. Which, he was the only card that did that, making him the most useless card in the game.
Yeah.
And it became a meme in the community to make fun of Blue Alien. So in set 2 we added another card that's kind of dumb in the modern set, if I can find it, here it is. Donovan just drew, again, it seems to be Donovan drawing every single one of these joke cards. The door, it's just a door.
It's just a door?
Yep. And then it makes you draw 1 or 2 cards, but we thought it was funny because it's just a door. That's all it is, nothing special, just a door. And we want to add one of these joke cards every set because they're stupid. They're fun to look at. But as far as, I think I lost my point. You know, oh no, there it is. Okay, cool. So we have other types of jokes, like really, really bad puns in some of our card descriptions and names. And I'll go over some of them. There's a few good ones, but I'll go over the ones that I really like.
I like how they're not mutually exclusive. We have really good ones, but then we have the ones I like.
So here, we have Blind Zombie. And his description is, he can't see because he is blind. I didn't think I had to explain that to you.
Okay. Makes sense.
We have Enchanted Daggers, which is just stab, stab, stab. Presumably what he does is just stab things.
Yeah, makes sense.
You have The Wandering Soul. It's not sad, it's depressed. You have Death Note, which is totally not a reference.
That's good.
Acropolis Guardian. He eats other demons for lunch, not dinner. He hates dinner.
Oh, that makes sense.
Absolutely despises dinner.
Oh, yeah. So you're safe. After 3 o'clock, you're safe.
100%. We got something like, oh come on, where's a good one? Oh yeah, seed spindle. When people say you look ugly, they mean you look like this dude right here. Stalker penguin. If you see stalker penguin, don't bother running. Running is futile. And inconspicuous rooster, who says moo.
That is very strange.
We have some really weird ones as it gets further on. Like this one is a joke name, porcupine cone. One of the, hands down, the worst puns we've ever made in our entire life. It's a porcupine that is a pine cone. Really terrible joke.
I see he's very prickly.
He's very prickly, he is. We got giant frog. He loves eating flies and human babies.
That is disturbing. At least he knows what he likes. I want those baby back, ribs, ribbits.
Jungle monkey, who crushes baby horse skulls.
Wow, you guys, they have some strange pastimes. Very strange.
You have sun hydra. It's a sunflower based off of a hydra. You know the common term for a hydra. You cut off one head, it grows two more.
Yeah.
This one, if you cut off one head, it loses a head.
Well, that's strange. She's beatable.
Oh, we got a bunch of these. I'll show you just a few more from the space set, and then I'll be done. There's a bunch of these to go look through.
And we hope to have every one of these cards, so we're actually going to be showing the card as we're talking about it.
Yeah, so you guys can see it.
Yeah, so you guys can actually see it with us. That is the plan.
Oh yeah, blue aliens just says blue alien. Hovering jaw, what we looked at, it used to eat dead babies.
Oh, it used to.
Used to.
That's
yeah.
where all the dead baby jokes come from.
Yeah,
I get it.
Before it lost its top jaw.
Yeah, no wonder why. I fell right off.
Amalgamation. You know, amalgamation is best known for scaring orphans.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I'm not an orphan, so I'm pretty safe.
Here he is. Dream Eater. Eats the dreams of depressed orphans.
Oh, wow. You guys really don't like orphans, do you?
These creatures don't like orphans.
Well, that's okay. I know one of the artists, and I think she's an orphan, so she's really just making fun of herself, so. It's actually fine. It's not that we're picking on them. They're picking on themselves. Come on, guys. Have a sense of humor. So you want another joke card, right?
Yeah.
You should make one that's actually misspelled, and it'll give it a huge ability where it does it for this creature, but that creature doesn't exist because it can't reference itself.
It can't reference itself. That's awful.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, that ability is so strong, it's for not the card that it says it's for. I can't, and that should be like your little slogan, I can't reference myself.
We're going to be making...
Get people's hopes up. That's a mistake. Oh no, it says right there he can't reference himself.
You can't reference himself. I'm sorry, man.
That's our other joke card.
I don't know what to tell you. We're planning on making a joke card in set 3. That's a death card. We got the idea from my girlfriend's dad. A death card, it's a spell called kindness. So when you kill a creature with it, you kill it with kindness.
Yep.
Really terrible pun, but you know.
Oh, I suppose now we're getting to the legendary princess set. So we got the artist right here. We're gonna let her sneak right in.
We have we have a legendary quadrille for each set. In set 1 we had the guardians, and these guardians are bounders. In set 2 we had beasts and champions, and in set 3 we're going to be having, I'm only revealing one of them. We have 3 quadrilles for set 3, but this is the artist for them now, and she'll be making the princesses.
Hello, my name is Leo. I actually have some examples.
We're gonna definitely push
yes.
those
So
up.
I have them. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm an artist that just recently came into the SpellBound community. I am majorly the legendary artist. I love detail, which is why I chose that role. First one we're gonna look at is Life.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, this is his favorite one. I based her off of a snake girl only because the first thing I think of when I think of Life is snakes. Anything green is majorly Life. I based her around plants, grass, anything. Canonly, she's only supposed to be like maybe a couple inches long. She's very, very tiny, as you can see in the picture. The grass looks very large compared to her. It's
Very small, but one of
Very-
the strongest creatures ever.
Yeah, she's incredibly
It's
powerful.
like the rabbit.
Yeah. Next we're going to look at is Death. I based her off of a spider because a lot of death creatures are spiders. and she's pretty much the princess of them. She controls them. I wanted to give her a little more revealing clothing, specifically because she is very gray and very dark tones. So if I did give her revealing clothes, that would give her more of a broadened design.
You also made her butt very large.
I did make her butt very large. She's a Black Widow, and Black Widows have a very big butt. Love that. Another thing that you will notice with her design as well is that she has 4 spider legs. Reason why I didn't give her 8 is because I consider her legs and her arms also her limbs. So she still has 8 limbs. Next we're going to look at is ancient. It's based off of ancient Japanese culture.
And that was something that we decided because both set 1 and set 2 of Spellbound, the ancient cards were based in a desert, and we didn't want to do a desert again, so we swapped to Japanese Asian culture.
Oh, that's really cool. Do like all the cards match that theme then?
Yeah, we're going to be matching the aesthetic of ancient cultures.
Oh, very cool.
With her, I am a huge fan of Japanese culture, actually. And one of my favorite creatures out of that is the Onis. So I based her off the Onis with bright red pigmented skin, the kimono, and the large fans, which I like to believe that she uses them as weapons, similar to
Katana!
Yes.
Woo!
Similar to Katana in Mortal Kombat.
I see that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I based the design off of that as well.
Oh my gosh, I love Katana.
And then of course the iconic long straight black hair, the sandal-like shoes, everything.
They stand on little tables.
Yes.
So what's been your favorite piece of art you've made so far?
I'm actually getting to it.
You're getting to
I
it!
Saved
Oh,
her
you
for
saved
last.
it for last.
I saved
Woo-hoo!
her for last. Alright. Next one we're going to look at Space. I really do like Space, but she's not my favorite.
Oh, you should see what space used to look like.
Oh yeah.
Do we have that card?
I
yeah,
do, actually.
We're gonna do a side by side, so everyone can see what it looks like.
This is the original space.
This is the original Space.
Space is playing with planets.
Yeah. She was supposed to be huge. She was supposed to be huge.
Like, she still looked good, but
She's
compared
still-
to the other
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
And then
So this is
one,
new Space.
This
Yeah.
is new Space.
redesign is definitely better.
Oh yeah.
Completely
That's pretty cool. That's way cool.
Yeah, so I based her off of Alien because
That's neat.
when you think of space, who doesn't think of aliens? Honestly, who doesn't think of aliens? I based her off of that. Her belt and they kind of look like bubblegum balls, but those are supposed to be little planets that she controls.
I told her I thought it'd be funny if she made the belt asteroids, because of an asteroid belt.
I like
Yeah,
the planets, but I like where you're
Yeah.
thinking. That's pretty funny.
We can still call it the asteroid belt. It's just not made of meteors.
It's just not accurate.
Yeah, it's just not accurate.
We can still call it something completely different, but
I definitely liked the dress that I gave Death because it just inspired me to make this one very
Like a big
similar.
swoop cape thing.
The big
Yeah.
cape with the galaxy underneath it.
it's really cool. It looks like a gray is kind of like what you based her on.
Yeah.
Like the gray
Definitely.
alien.
Classic gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all green, but she looks
Yeah.
like a gray.
And I like it because the little designs I gave her makes
Yeah.
her kind of look like a slime alien.
Oh.
And I like that. The cave actually was inspired by, if anyone's heard of the Hell of a Boss animation series, one of the characters, his name is Stolas, he typically has capes that have like a galaxy on the inside and the plane on the outside. And that's what I took inspiration from to make her cape galaxy on the inside.
Reminds me of Count Bleck from Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
He's got one of those capes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems to be a very popular cape design in like lots of comic books. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I always remember like they open up the universe and it's just right there. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Alright, now my favorite one.
Oh, here we come.
Bright pink everything, a dream.
Can you guess what person she based it off of?
Who knows?
I'm like looking to find out. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. So my favorite color is pink. I love pink everything. And that's what I based this one off of because Dream is typically the pink color as well. I made her very angelic. I love angels, I love gold, I love everything to do with that. And I kind of made her inspired a little bit by space as well with the tiara having the sparkles all over it. But it's very dreamlike because when I think of sparkles and glitter I think of Dream because, I mean, who doesn't? And then the clouds in the background is also a big part of it with the rays of sunshine coming down. It's just overall a very holy, gracious piece and my absolute favorite. I love it so much. There's not really much that I can say about this besides that I just had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun drawing this.
Yeah.
So.
Is there going to be like full backstories on these legendaries in the future?
Yeah.
Or?
There's backstories on the ones that we have already, on where
Nice.
they came from and how they were found.
Nice. Is there a website that you've designed where you can actually go and have all the knowledge?
No, we should though. That's a really good idea.
That's a really good
Fun,
idea.
yeah.
Like get people like
a Wikipedia. Or
like
something.
a Wikipedia of the
Yeah.
game, yeah. So people can be like, I know everything about this. It came from the person that made it, so it's a pretty good source.
Yeah, make a whole wiki page. I might do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
a wiki page for
Yeah,
it.
that'd be pretty fun. It's so cool. So you know all the story on all the art pieces that you're doing then, or is it
For
just
the most part, but he's still kind of working out the kinks.
Still writing lore. I have the other artist, Donovan, because it started with just him and I.
yeah?
I'm promoting him to the lore director, who's going to be writing the majority of the story for the rest of them. I gave him a good baseline outline.
Yeah.
He's going to flesh it out more, so I can focus more on designing what cards do. Just to get cards out as fast as possible, new things.
So how many people are in your team? So I heard 3 already, and maybe 4, because I heard Aurora.
Yep, Aurora's
I don't think
in
we said her name, but Aurora is the other artist.
Yep, Aurora's in there. We have an online friend of mine. And then we released a casting call on Casting Call Club. It's a place where you can go to find voice actors, editors, directors, producers, singers, writers. You can find a whole bunch of stuff on there. You create a casting call, people audition, and you cast them. I produced a casting call for it, looking for artists, which is still up right now. I could send you the link and you can put that on.
We can put that on here too. Look at that. Any artist?
Yeah.
Ground floor of new card game. Gonna take over the whole entire world, and you missed out.
You're gonna just not get in on this?
He's just not gonna get on the ground floor. Look at that.
Get in
You
on
just,
this.
opportunity knocked, and you said, I don't like it.
Nah, I don't feel like it. Yeah, that's what we got going for us.
That's pretty cool. I wish you guys like the best of luck with your card game. I just love everything that's kind of... This is also local, guys.
It is.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
From here?
Yeah.
Here in Medford?
Yeah.
You don't get much more local than Medford making Medford.
Yeah.
That's pretty local. So I have a lot of amazing people here in Medford doing lots of amazing things. And also just in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
A
So,
lot of fun stuff going on here.
do we have anything else to talk about? It looks like there's like one more pyramid.
Pyramidal, we looked at him.
Oh, we already looked at
Kind
him.
of looks like
Okay.
a merge. I kind of put all the combinations one after the other. That's
Yeah, that's
kinda
probably
everything
a
that I
good
got
idea.
here on this list.
Yeah, so throughout this whole thing, we've been telling you where to get it for the Game Crafter. So if you guys want to support him, Game Crafter,
Yeah.
it's an amazing place to go to. It supports independent artists. Then you get cards. And you have it in a couple different versions, right?
Yeah, we got booster packs, booster boxes, we have base decks, and then set 2, which we'll be releasing soon. At the time, depending on when this goes out, I'm not sure.
We're open about a week from now.
Yeah, we're doing. So if you're watching this like the day it comes out, then the store page probably is not going to have anything on it.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because we're going through a big rework. We reworked every single card because we realized a lot of flaws with the game. So we had to I redesigned all 300 some cards and what they did
Oh, wow.
to make them play better and make the game move faster and more balanced because it was very unbalanced. Like playing a space was almost impossible because it was impossible to get creatures out because they were so expensive. So I reworked every card, which means I took all of the games off the store page, and I've shipped set 1 to me. That'll be here in July because Game Crafter takes a hot minute to ship stuff sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So
you have to actually verify and say, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I want. Please send it out to everybody else.
yeah, I have to get the game first
Yeah.
before I can even put up the store page.
Yeah.
But all the store pages are ready, so as soon as I can publish them publicly, I'm going to do that. And so for the first like few days, it might not. The link might just go to an empty store page. So that's a bit unfortunate. Really poor timing, but
Yeah, we'll actually wait to post this video then
yeah,
until you say that store is up. So
yeah,
So we will actually make sure that store is up when you see this video. So
it is up.
yeah, but we'll have it available to purchase.
Yeah.
So
Give me money.
that's what every indie person asks for. They spend lots of time and lots of effort in doing things. A lot of times for their own enjoyment and nothing in return. It's really kind of it's a discipline in what would you say? Day-to-day routine after.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the word. I can't. Diligence.
Yeah.
Diligently working.
This whole game started out as Donovan and I cutting out little pieces of paper and playing it with each other. And then
pretty
we
cool.
decided we'd try to make it into something real.
It
Was that
all
game
must
amazing?
be somewhere.
No, it was awful.
So it got to a place that's better.
It's a lot better now. It actually
You sit on
plays
it
well.
wrong and it's ruined.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty neat thing for sure. This has been TNT Card and Hobby, and thank you so much for watching. And remember, support independence, man. They are amazing.
I'll kill no